about Generation Z. Let's watch it and enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Binti Ayu Febriastuti. On this time, I will give you some information about Generation Z and something other about it. Do you know what is Generation Z? Who are Generation Z? Okay, Generation Z, those who are born on the years 95 until 2015. This means like currency age for 3 until 23 years old. Generation Z also have the other nickname. For example, we can call them A generation, post-millennial, or homeland generation. This generation says roughly 25% on this population. They were born on sweeping event like having the Generation X as parent. Birth to country never not at war. Financial crisis of the 2008 or financial supplies of their parents and also having internet availability at a young age. The average of Generation Z receive their mobile phone at age 4 or 5 years old. Many of them grow up playing with their parent mobile phone. They have grown up in a connected world, and the smartphone is their preferred method of communication. On average, they spend at least 3 hours 3 hours a day on their mobile device. Generation Z is the technology advanced generation of mankind, a generation born with complete technology, and they can naturally multitask. They can work, read, and text at the same time. Generation Z like to express their thought and feeling. They share in word without social media. Okay, next with Miss Nurul.
Hi, come with me, Nurul. I just continue the explanation from my friend Binti. Okay, listen it. Generation Z spends 6 or 7 hours per day on average socializing with friends and family. From mobile phone to social network, their world is the one digital space. They are very savvy and really on their gadget and prefer online rather than in-person communication. Generation Z have the need to show off to others either Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, or in person dressing up and action like they are big suit to show success even though they are still very young. They have many interesting ideas for the future technology. Admire the Apple brand, prefer YouTube overall, and understand that they live in a post-privacy world. Their phone make them feel safe, and they from ritual and habit relate to assume they are different more and more. Technology is actually in the stable part of their industry and interview in their daily life. It gives them comfort, purpose, and focus. Gen Z is the mobile first generation that appears to live equally in the digital world as in the real one. Smartphone, the set of choice are always close by and within reach. With a phone, keep them connected. Generation Z is full of disposable. They definitely distract them from boredom and give them something to do during downtime. Yeah, it saves time by being affection. Bye.
Guys, this is my return. My name is Nia. I want to continue from my friend Nurul. Well, the smartphone is the social hub of Generation Z, the epicenter of everything. It creates a universe, a virtualized space where they engage, making them smarter, more effective, and more connected. They want their connection to work well and quickly. In this space, they are entertained through activities like music, gaming, or texting. Generation Z also express themselves to friends through frequently creating and sharing content. Generation Z are decidedly different from millennials who preceded them. Will Gen Z really different from millennial? Yes, Gen Z is being raised differently than millennial were, which should have some pronounced effect on their views and approach to being employees, customer, and citizen. Gen Z also has a different experience with technology than millennial, which will affect every area of their life, from healthcare and dating to education and shopping. What is most interesting is that what worked from millennial doesn't seem to be working as well with Gen Z, and this creates tremendous challenges and opportunities for organizations of all sizes and in all industries. The key differentiator between failure and success is getting accurate data about Gen Z early so leaders can adapt. The center specializes in Gen Z research that provides marketers, executives, and employers with new strategies and research-based tactics to make the most of emerging generation. The difference and similarities between Gen Z and millennial will be expressed over time. Jason Darcy found that Gen Z are different from millennial. So, what do we know so far about Gen Z? According to Jason Darcy, a researcher of Gen Z, said that there are 5 fascinating findings on how Gen Z differ from millennial. The first is shaped by different experience. Gen Z and millennial differ on what they consider to be epochal events. While many millennials remember the 9/11 tragedy, and Gen Z are probably more likely to remember Justin Bieber arrest. Having lived through different times, Gen Z outlook on the world is unique, from their attitude toward money to their perspective on technology.
Next, with me, Marlina, I want to continue about the difference of Generation Z and Millennials. The second is different upbringing means different value. Gen Z is being raised largely by Gen X parents, while Millennials have baby boomer parents. The Gen X parents lead Gen Z to be more pragmatic than Millennials. Gen Z are more realistic when it comes to job opportunity available in the market. For example, they are also less likely to take risks, seeking stability and security in their job and finance. The third is looking to different influencers. As the first true digital native, Gen Z basically grew up with YouTube. That has an impact on how they view celebrity and who they consider to be influential. In fact, according to an infographic from Dana Communication, an overwhelming majority, 67% of Gen Z prefer to see real people in ads, whereas only 37% of millennials feel the same. Gen Z and Gen Y also have differing views of loyalty programs according to the infographic. The fourth is Gen Z is even more digital. While millennials are sometimes stereotyped as the selfie generation, they are actually slightly more conservative than Gen Z when it comes to digital behavior. For instance, 72% of Gen Z visit YouTube daily, but only 52% of millennials do the same, according to Civic Science. Marketers need to consider nuances like this when crafting their strategy, especially if they have products that target one demographic but not the other. And the last is Generation Z aren't simply millennials on steroids. In order to craft messaging, product, and experience that will resonate with Gen Z, brands can afford to simply replicate what they are doing for millennials without engaging this new generation on its own terms. Brands will fail to capture the heart and wallet of Gen Z.
Hello guys, come with me Atikoh. This is my written to tell you how to the best way of marketing toward generation Z. According from member of the Forbes Communication Council, there are some marketing tips to generation Z. Okay, let's start. The first, get their attention. Generation Z is known as the social generation. Everything that happened to them is a social experience that must, in most cases, be documented and shared to a social experience. To market to this audience, marketers need to be on top of the major digital trends and keep their social media strategy relevant and up to date. Gen Z is a generation full of innovation, technology and digital development, and those aspects must be included and implemented in new and reinvented practice to continue capturing and cultivating their attention. Number 2, tell the truth. Authenticity might have been a buzzword years ago, but this goes way beyond that. Consumer today, particularly younger generation, are more aware and politically astute than ever before. Make sure you have corporate value and that you put your money where you say your mission is. Marketing speak just one cut it. Marketing speak just one cut it anymore. Consumer wants quality, but they also want brands with integrity. And then number 3, treat them as individuals. Brands wishing to draw generation Z should treat them and communicate with them as individuals, member of this generation who grew into the web revolution, are tech savvy and social network naturals. Marketing to them should rely on technology and target them very specifically, being attentive to their very individual preference and behavior. And then number 4, the last, beware they are Gen Z consumer and creates more contents than any other generation. Makes sense as they're the first true generation of digital natives. YouTube, Twitch, and other social platform are great place to start if you want to connect with this generation. Just broadcasting marketing material won't cut it. To providing access to experience they are excited to share is the key. Thank you.
Hi, with me Ninda! Okay, the next point are 5. Focus on marketing to value. Unlike any other generation before, Gen Z know they have option when it comes to who and where they will spend their money. They are the first generation to grow up with access to a truly global economy. This means brands have to compete globally, and the only way to do that is to market based on value, not a product feature, price, or design. Okay, 6. Start by knowing you don't know anything. Be extra careful not to make assumptions as will advise always, but especially in this case about how Gen Z will behave a consumer. When you're born with a device in your hand into an age where there never was an internet, your worldview is so dramatically different from other generations. Marketers need to spend time understanding Gen Z behavior and needs, and then research their strategy. Okay, number 7, provide digitally native experience. Generation Z is culturally reserved and digitally native. They don't know a world without internet or social media. They are also about authenticity, so to find their dollars. The communication needs to be authentic with a changing online experience. Generation Z wants to form their own style. So, to have their business market product is a way they can customize to be their own style, whether it is digitally or physically. Number 8, be transparent. Gen Z purchasing decisions take more than traditional drivers like price, confidence, and familiarity into account. They value transparency and authenticity and make decisions based on the trust they have for a brand. Brands must deliver to the level of transparency that Gen Z has come to expect in all aspects of their life, from the company they work for to the brands they purchase from. Okay, and the last, number 9, tell your story. Make sure that your brand has a clean and clearly identifiable online presence. Don't be afraid to embrace technology to create excitement and genuineness around your brand. This may involve embracing paperless receipt, adopting a digital communication process, and creating it for purchase made online. Share the story of your brand online, listen to their experience, and show appreciation for their patronage.
Okay guys, that's all our video. We hope this content can useful for us. Thanks for watching.
Bye.